Let's talk about the order of operations, which we'll usually use the acronym PEMDAS to remind us of the order in which we should do operations. So for example, P representing parentheses, E for exponents, M for multiplication, D for division, A for addition, and S for subtraction. And something I want to note is that multiplication and division, even though they're listed separately, are actually in the same category because they're opposite operations of each other. Similarly for addition and subtraction, these are in the same category. So it's not that you have to do, for example, multiplication first and then division afterwards. It's more like because they're in the same category, you do whichever one comes up first. So for example, if you look at the example that we have, first thing you want to notice is the things inside the parentheses. So the 3 plus the 2, that's the first thing you want to take care of. So 3 plus 2 gives us 5. And also because we know that addition and subtraction is coming up last, then we can also do the exponent right now because it's being surrounded by an addition on both sides. So it's also okay to square that already. So that becomes a 25. So we have negative 10 divided by 5 times 4 plus 25. And then I want to also notice that this parentheses is not used in the sense of a parentheses. This parentheses is actually used in the sense of multiplication. So this is actually in the multiplication category instead of the parentheses category. Okay, so plus 6 times negative 9. So we've already taken care of the parentheses and we've taken care of the exponents. So next is the multiplication and division category. And again, it's not that we do multiplication first and then division second. Because they're in the same category, we go from left to right. So we just deal with whatever one comes up first, just like the way that you would read a sentence in English. So for example, we'd have negative 10 divided by 5, which gives us negative 2 times 4 plus 25, and we have 6 times negative 9, which gives us negative 54. And then again, simplify. So we have, again, multiplication. So negative 2 times 4 gives us negative 8 plus 25 minus 54. And so all we have left is addition and subtraction. And again, it doesn't necessarily matter which one you do first, as long as the positives are positive and the negatives are negative. So you don't have to do negative 8 plus 25 first, because personally, I like to combine the same signs first. So I would combine the negative 8 and the negative 54 together, and then I would do any subtraction that's needed. So negative 8 plus a negative 54 gives us a negative 62, and then we would add 25, but because these are opposite signs, we're really essentially subtracting. So 62, so borrow from the 6, becomes a 5, and that becomes 12. 12 minus 5 gives us 7. 5 minus 2 gives us 3, and because the negative 62 was larger, that is a negative 37. So that would be our final answer. And the order of operations is not necessarily a natural way of doing math. It's just a convention, like an agreed upon set of order of how we're going to do operations. And the reason for that is just so that everyone can agree that we're going to do it in this order so that you don't come up with a lot of different answers to the same problem.